Hey everybody, it's Bust with Battles with Bust number 656. Today we'll be doing battle with Vanessa. And so, all I can say at the start of the video is you're welcome. 2 videos, 2 days in a row. What a wonderful world it is. I haven't been able to pull this off in like 2 or 3 months. And so, again, you're welcome. And so today we're going to be battling in the normal queues. I've made a few notes that I think it's a little interesting in the Bazaar, given the initial release of the game with so many Vanessas running through the normal queues for the people that got the gifted codes, but all the grand founders getting immediate access to all of the merchants within the game. And so it feels like while the legend queues do carry a higher skill cap, the variety of champions that you see is much different between the two, and you're very heavily influenced in which queue you can play in by which way you jumped into the game. And so it feels like a little bit of a disservice to not spend a little bit of time in the normal queues. We'll jump back into that legend queue probably in the next video or two. But here in the start of this Vanessa run, but reasonable stuff across the board. The Lang Zane here to the left, a very nice scaling item with the single item kind of prowess that Vanessa has this patch between building towards merchant ships or building towards sniper rifles. There's a lot of combos that actually work nicely with the starting Lang Zane. Otherwise, rifle is kind of okay. I don't like single item building toward rifle. It feels like it needs something to scale with it, right? Something like honing steel attached to the rifle to make the attack power go up. I don't really feel comfortable just counting on sharpening stones to turn up to make the rifle a relevant weapon. And so not super interested in it. Given the choice between the two, I would definitely just pick up the Lang Zane here. Otherwise, you could say you want honing steel. Just pick a rando weapon at the start of the game. You can get one of the random fishes or something, and then have a reasonable attack power throughout the first day or two. But I think the Lang Zane here at the start is probably going to be the way to go. And so, jumping off to begin with, I love these abandoned chest starts. At the beginning, until we get up to max item width, the full 10 hexes on board, we will really push for the experience. We kind of push away from the experience-only events later on, but I almost always go for these chests that have both gold and experience in it. It's such a strong start. So we'll snatch that one up. Otherwise, with this start here, we can beat all of these opponents. Might as well just go to the Kyver drone and try and pick up the attack speed bonuses. I like taking this 10-second Lang Zang and trying to turn it into a, 9.7 second attack speed Lang Zang. No, it is nice getting the attack bonuses on here. Worth noting, you can't upgrade your Lang Zane off of this opposing one. I don't think it can even drop at this point. You can't double up on these things. I'm pretty certain that when we have the upgrade, it just can't drop. And so ideally we'd come across the cooldown reduction or get the crit bonus off of this boss. Better than the shields or the banana bowl that we had access to, though. Not really trying to be defensive when we carry this this massive OTK style weapon. Okay. Everybody at home saying, "Oh man, get the get the slow skills. Come out here and do a slow build." Doesn't look like that's going to be happening. And so up next, the bronze skills don't really need. The gold we're good with. Let's take a look at medium items, see if we can't get something to help support here. Star charts are nice. Again, cutting down the cooldown on the Lang Zane is a very big and relevant bonus. So I'm a little interested in it. Otherwise, these items all kind of suck. We're not going to be going for width with the shark claws, and the star chart here is just fine. I'm kind of curious if we want to roll just to try and get the additional item out here. Probably not at this point. That feels a little bit greedy. We could have taken the item and then hoped we landed on a experience point here, so we would have the 6 hexes on the round, but that all feels ultimately pretty greedy. So from this set, we're going to be carrying in the Lang Zang with the star chart. With this, I don't think we want to go bronze tier. There's just not enough high quality stuff in here, and we don't have any combos for this yet. We're not getting any bonuses for selling off the small items, and so we'll just go into the skills. Maybe something useful will turn up out of these. Good stuff here with iron sharpens iron. Ties in nicely with the Lang Zang if we're going to be using a single weapon style of build. Getting the upgrades out of this can be nice. It does suck in the sense that you gotta invest a lot of just item sales and boosting up your singular weapon. But if we ever switch over to say like a sniper rifle, this is going to be a very powerful addition. It's all around just nice to pick up here on the first day. If we do potentially look to build up towards sniper rifle or even like branching out into a double barrel type build or something, just knowing you have that weapon scaling from the start is pretty good. All right, so this looks like it's going to be a miserable round. I think that we're okay here. Like, I know we're clearly not going to die to damage, and this is going to the Sandstorm, but it seems like the Lang Zane is kind of outpacing the model ship. The thing that worries me that this comes down to is, like, I think if we had infinite time for this battle, we would just win. But as like the Sandstorm hits, we're just going to get one more activation on the Lang Zang. No, we would just lose this in general. I was going to say, like, this is what happens, though, right? Is he's going to keep getting activations off the ship to where we need another, like, 8 seconds for the Lang Zang to activate. We needed to hit a crit in there to win that round. Bummer. Very important to like, spike early with these Lang Zangs. You don't want to be going into, like, an 0-5 start with this thing and then trying to turn it around from there. But what do we got here? Aquatics, friends, healing, shields, or aquatic item. Bunch of garbage for the most part. I guess we're just kind of stuck taking either the friend or the aquatic item. We'll go with the aquatic item. There's some higher rolls within this. Piranha is not what we're wanting to hit, but if you spike a good tool or something, it seems better than any of the friends. Alright, next set though. Lost Crate, gonna take it. Reasonable stuff out of Andy with the small item shops, finding suppressors and the like, but the experience points and the money are just too good. Now this is an actual interesting shop in the sense that we absolutely cannot lose this next PvE round, right? We have to keep getting the scaling damage put onto the Lang Zang if we want to do anything successfully, and so I'm pretty tempted to go and just pick up the items as opposed to the experience point. I think we're kind of stuck with it at this point, just hoping that we have a pretty decent full item board. Like if we found a suppressor, that would be good. Another small item to be useful here. This stuff's all garbage though. Don't want ice pick. We're not going to build towards bolas. The shovel, you know, it's not the shovel heyday passed with the nerf to pirate ship or whatever it's called. And so let's get past all these. Maybe we'll find something else out here. Just pure garbage this round. Fuck me. I guess we'll stack in a dock lines and hope that singular slow does something. We'll pass on the economic power of the economic power of the ambergris though. And so with this, I guess we'll fight the giant mosquito. I don't think we can beat the covetous thief before it scales. Definitely not beating rogue scrapper here. And so there's, again, like nothing wrong with picking up some of this cooldown reduction. Landing on rush would actually be pretty exciting. Hasting the weapon for 3 seconds gives us that very quick Lang Zang hit, but I'm pretty certain we just like outright lose all of those other battles, and we can't have that happen. We have to get this 50 bonus damage onto our weapon. All right, good stuff though. Getting a win feels good. I didn't know we had it in us. All right, there's that final shot. GG, well played, my friend. What are you gonna pass out to us? The proboscis? Everybody wants to see a little proboscis. No, insect wing coming in. All right, so that's reasonable. A bunch of garbage here. Poison item and lick it we don't want, so we'll be shopping with the medium land. See if anything useful here turns up. No, not yet. We're in the same kind of spot we were last round, to where if we spike an experience point in the next battle, then we can put 2 more hexes out on board. Little tempted to just pick up beach balls so we have stuff to do. Like beach balling into dock lines is not an impressive combo, but it's better than not having anything on board. I guess we at least have the piranha behind so that we can put something out here, and then just more garbage. Let's pick up the shark claws just in case, but not real impressed with this round. Can't afford the 8 gold rifle to upgrade the iron sharpens iron. So that lands there. Can look towards weapons. We're not Oh, we are going to get that level up before the next round, right? We'll level up here. All right, let's look at the skills. We don't have much money left for this round. What do we got out here? Tempering. When you use a weapon, give it 3 damage for the fight. It's definitely got some more build-around potential to it. Like, having both tempering and iron sharpens iron would be quite strong with double barrel. Also works pretty reasonably with just an ammo build in general. And so I would like to pick it up. It is hot garbage with Lang Zang style of builds. But if we, try and do this single item stuff and then maybe switch over to flagship, the big multi-attack kind of thing, tempering works there. Used to work nicely with submarines. That could be something in the future, but submarine is not super ideal in this patch. It can't handle the scaling coming out of dually. So let's see. Yeah, I think we do want to pick up tempering. Let's do this. Let's upgrade the Lang Zang again. Probably just sell off the Piranha. Get that 6 gold we need. Pick the tempering up. There's the level up. Upgrade your leftmost bronze item. Do we have anything useful in here? Guess we can do the star chart. Probably keeping the star chart pretty deep into this game. So that looks good. We get the shark claws back in here. Put the cooldown on our weapons, I guess, instead of the bronze dock lines. Okay. Yeah, got a little bit confused with our level up. I'm glad we did start to chase after those 2 hexes, but can't believe we got to legend and we still can't figure out when we're going to level up. That's I don't know. I don't know how to describe the state of the game with that being a thing. All right, I think this is okay. I guess we could have put the shark claws to the left. So that it gets the 6 attack off of the iron sharpens iron. It's definitely going to be getting more strikes in than the Lang Zang is going to, but the Lang Zang does have the crit attached to it. It's probably just more damage at the end of the day. All right, sad day. 0-2 start, typical bust video. It's the way things usually go when we're out here doing battle. But what do we got to do here? I think we're stuck with chocolate bars. We don't have the money for any of this other stuff, so we'll just take the free 50 health here. Another abandoned crate, lost chest to get that +2 gold and an experience point. Very easy take with it. And now we can look to fight the Tempest Flame Dancer. If we pick up the, like in the previous video we did, we were failing early, but then we spiked the, we spiked the Cutlass off of the Dancer, and then that helped us build out from that point on. The Flame Dancer is, kind of okay out here with both the Tempering and the Iron Sharpens Iron, giving bonuses to those double attacking weapons. And so, we'll see. We'll go for it. If you believe you can achieve, that's all you got to keep in your mind, Oh shit, got that 300 some crit in there. Got this round super easy. All right, what you got for us? It didn't turn up this round. That's a bit of a bummer. And so with this, probably need to go to the large items. I do like the Mountain Pass, just like with the abandoned crates, getting the 2 gold 1 experience. That's a guaranteed node within the Mountain Pass. But if we miss on the scimitars there and we're kind of stuck building towards Lang Zang, I think we need to go to the large items and see if we can't find Crow's Nest. Getting the crit and getting the lifesteal on the Lang Zang is a pretty huge deal. And so this build kind of falls apart if we don't find it here. So Crow's Nest does turn up. Definitely going to be adding that to the build. Can't afford this other stuff. Don't really want it as is anyways. So that looks good. Now what do we got? Poison, shield, aquatic item, ammo, or get a weapon. Not the stuff we want. We really need to either get the Crow's Nest upgraded, get the Lang Zang maybe upgraded, but none of these things do anything. We're not going to have poison items or shield items. Aquatic cooldowns doesn't really cut it. Guess we'll just take the weapon. It's the most likely thing that we can sell for decent dollars. Oh, 1 gold. 1 gold, look out. That to me is one of the reasons that like dually is just so strong within this patch, is like on top of like all of his abilities not being hot fixed and not being overtuned. It's just like as you level up each round, like his level ups are so good because you don't miss like that very often, right? We're never going to build towards poison. We're never going to build towards shields. We're not going to build towards aquatic items this game. There's just like such just trash for so many of the Vanessa builds when those turn up there at the end. But it's so easy for Doodly to be like, oops, I have a poison item because I'm playing Poison Ray in my burn build, or being like, oops, I incidentally have this shield item. And so the both economics aren't completely worthless and the upgrades to my items aren't completely worthless. And so I guess at the end of the day, maybe taking the weapon was a mistake. Like maybe we should have just taken like shield because we knew it's going to be 2 gold instead of 1. But man, isn't that just a shitty way to go about your day? Like that's so brutal. Just being like, I guess this is like the 2 gold that we're going to try and find here. And so, ugh. Gross. And so as we shit on the upgrades to shield items, I'm a little tempted to just pick up the small shield item here. Like if we land on the conch shell, the one that gets bonus stats for having aquatic items, we actually have a handful of aquatic stuff here, right? We've got the crow's nest and we've got the shark claws, so it wouldn't be terrible, but we should probably just lean in on the crit skills. We can get some useful stuff out of this. And so I'm a big fan of Inexorable. This is a great scaling skill throughout the game. If we ever get to a spot to where we don't want Crow's Nest, it's going to be because Inexorable lets us do it. It gives our items, like a 50% chance to crit in the late stages of the game. You don't necessarily have to count on Crow's Nest to be getting those bonuses. And so I think it'll be good here. We're going to go ahead and add that one in. We do have some real decisions as far as our build goes here, in that do we want to keep all of our weapons out so that the Langzane gets the life steal off of the crow's nest, and we probably do. And so we'll keep the piranha and the shark claws back. I think we'll just sell the piranha here, keep the sharpening stone in case we want to upgrade to a sniper rifle or something later, upgrade to a merchant ship or flagship or something later, and that 4 damage isn't that big of a deal on a Langzane. The base damage is so high on it. So what do we got here? We gotta get 1 hit in, right? We gotta soak all of this ammo damage right at the beginning, deal with this freeze landing on our Langzane, and then if we get the lifesteal in, I think we're okay. Got a crit out of it as well, going back to full health. Right, his cannon is out of damage now. His throwing stars are out of damage now. Second hit has the time to come through. Good stuff. Gotta win. Gotta win. I knew we could do it. I knew it. I knew we had it in us. Good stuff, guys. Alright, so next shop for us. A bunch of garbage here. Non-weapon items we can't really afford. Burn skills, I guess we could look at. There's definitely a world where we end up with burn items. Just doesn't look super close to it with what we have right here. And then get a small weapon, kind of like that last shop, to where, congratulations, you got 1 gold, right? I guess picking up the weapons does give us a bit of a bonus for iron sharpens iron. God, what a shitty way to have to go about that. 1 gold and 2 damage for a shop. I mean, do we even get the bonus? Okay, we did get the bonus damage off of that. I guess that's a thing. It just feels so terrible. Up next, I always like going for haste items. The silver tier skills we could look at. I guess we can definitely afford it. There's just not a ton of stuff that really like combos well with damage, right? You can get like righties and lefties for plus 12 damage or something. They're just so insignificant when looking at a Langzang compared to, say, like putting 4 burn on an item is a pretty big deal. Putting 12 attack on a Langzang for like 5% bonus, whatever that amounts to, just isn't that much. So we'll just go to the haste items. Getting haste for these weapons can be pretty important. Didn't turn up anything here though. No turbos either, just all around pretty crappy round. Can't even use the electric gills in this build, right? Because it's going to take the lifesteal off of our weapons. Ugh. Trash. Trash. Alright, so what do we got now? Cooldown reduction out of the Dervish. Retiree has the golf clubs. He does have economy stuff, so he might be okay. Technovirus, I think we can beat. I worry about going against the poison type opponents. because we do damage so slow and they just get to scale the whole time. But the small items, he has those viruses that get bonuses for destroying small items, and we don't have any small items at the moment. So I think we could probably beat the techno virus, but maybe we'll get something economy heavy out of the retiree here. Picking up a diamond spare change wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but the rest of these items kind of suck. At least you can put succulents in the build, right? Like I'm not real hype about getting succulents in here, but we have this one hex that we're really struggling to fill since we can't find a suppressor or anything, and so maybe it just is what it is. Yeah, I'd worry about the techno virus, right? With this battle taking a while to go, if he's just able to stack up 50 poison on us, there's just you can't, if we can't get the one shot off the first hit with the Lang Zane, then I think we really struggle there. Alright though, next set we got another abandoned crate. Get that experience, get that gold, feels good. Now we got aquatic cooldowns, bad food, poison, loot items, or shields, just pure garbage again. We'll take loot items. There is some decent stuff you can pick up. Cooldown reduction is here, cooldown reduction is here. That's kind of nice. Finding ammo can be good as well. We want to go to the small items here, I think, though. I feel like the way that this is going to go is we're just going to like try and transition to sniper rifle. And so I don't want to burn these cooldown things, and I do want to come in here and try and find a suppressor in the small items. And so we'll see how that plays itself out. I am going to go ahead and pick up honing steel, and I'm going to pick up lighter. If things change, if we want to switch to weather glass, we're going to want to have the lighter. If we want to switch to flagship, to where we need like a tool, a property, a friend, and all that shit, then we're going to want the honing steel to make sure we have a tool. So we're going to snatch both of those up. We'll get the hand axe just to level up our iron sharpens iron. Not a bad deal there. Same thing with the grenade. Get that iron sharpens iron bonus in here. I think we should probably just pick up Vanessa's amulet. I think this thing at number 1 is just bugged, but number 2, we're at 51% crit. Getting that 10% crit's probably better than having access to succulents, so let's add this in. And actually, Chum Bucket here is going to give us the Piranha, which should level up Iron Sharpens Iron, right? It's at 14 right now. We get this dumbass thing. Stays at 14. That's bullshit. At least we don't lose money on the purchase, right? Yeah, this game's bullshit. Call Raynad up on his holiday break, tell him what bullshit his game is. But alright, yeah, I think this is the way to go. We can hang on to the insect wing and the feather for the round, just wait and see if we don't pick up a sniper rifle in the upcoming days. And then if, you know, we're on day 7 and it hasn't turned up and we're still just with the Lang Zang, then maybe we'll maybe we'll pop it off then. Alright though. Off to battle.
Underestimate me.
Up against the old pig. See what this big damage we drop can do. What is this, big shield, bro? Curious how this plays out. We have like the 10-second weapon, or oh, they're both 8 seconds. The Lang Zane with our cost reductions. I'm not certain how this works. Like the big thing this battle comes down to is if we're able to keep his shields in check, right? If he's able to scale up a whole bunch of shields, then he's just gonna blast us with the damage. And it's kind of interesting the back and forth in terms of how our damage hits and his ability to scale that up, right? As there's a fairly long gap in item activations. With them hitting both right next to each other, it doesn't seem like we've taken any particularly giant shield-based hits. But right, it's like he has that full 8 seconds to just gather as much shield as he can, and we don't have the hits in between to chop some of that down before the spiked shield hits. But made it through the round, got a big win. I knew we could do it. Abandoned crate turns up, gonna take that. Just the way the game goes. Next set, we got tools, docks, or haste item. This is tough. I don't immediately think there's any tools that we really want to use with the Lang Zang. It would be something else, kind of like Star Chart, getting an upgrade there. I think we just want to come in and take the money, but Oh, I forgot Work as Navigator turns up when you have star charts and astrolabes, right? Getting 5 gold, 1 experience. Can't complain about that. Now here, let's go to the Harkuvian Rocket Trooper. He has a bunch of single weapon type stuff. It is geared towards large items, right? Things like heavy weaponry, but the like Shadow Cloak, the rocket boots can all be interesting with some of the smaller weapon builds. We might switch over to something with Shadow Cloak if that drops for us. Might just switch over to the Harkuvian rocket launcher if that drops for us, you know. Come out and drop these monster crits on him. What the fuck just happened? Why didn't we kill him? Seems like we hit him for like 12 damage. Alright, well there's a big crit. So what do we got here? Gunpowder. Okay. Get those extra ammos if they turn up. Now what do we got? Citrus, aquatic, cooldowns. Just pure garbage. At least we got sharpening stones out at the end. Okay. Don't think we want the experience at this point. Let's go to small and large items. Upgrading Crow's Nest is pretty important. We'd still like to find a suppressor. Gonna pass on the friends. It's kind of chicken and egg if you want to switch to flagship, but I don't think it's going to be like too challenging to find a friend if we do switch to flagship. All right, but level up the iron sharpens iron a little bit. Now we can look to the bronze tier junk. Look to just level up this iron sharpens iron as hard as we can. So let's take that one in. There was another mountain pass in there. Such a good item, but I think this is just too close to the way to go. Now, I am very interested in rocket boots. This dock lines is not impressive. It's just kind of filler, and it's not upgraded. And so putting these hastes from the rocket boost onto the Langzane is quite good. And then being able to just transfer that haste later is something I'm definitely interested in. And so let's see how we can do this. I'm just going to sell off the extract. We're not going to use that. Let's, I guess, just sell off the dock lines. Put rocket boots in so we can do something like this. Now just snatch up all of these weapons. I guess it's a real question with some of these weapons like magnifying glass if we want to save it to see if a sniper rifle turns up. Right, things like claws we're just purchasing and reselling for the iron sharpens iron, but some of these upgrade bros might want to hang on to. Let's see. It's like I want to come in and just start upgrading the Langzang so we don't have to micromanage our inventory. But I know as soon as we do it, the weapon we want is going to turn up. Let's see. Get that out of here. Stinger is a weapon. You ever just switch to this? Right? No, there's no way. The damage on it's just too low. And leaning towards this, let's just go ahead and burn these sharpening stones. I'll hang on to the cooldown reduction, but the sharpening stones can go. Guarantee you, we're gonna get a sniper rifle on the on the next go, but just kind of is what it is at this point. We can get out of here now. Up against Old Dooley. I think our setup is good, right? Got the haste on the Langzane, the star chart on the Langzane. Don't think we want honing steel. We'd rather have the percent crit from the amulet. Okay.
We're out to dethrone
Oof. See what we can do.
Squabble with nobodies.
Dude, look at this Dooley living his best life, picking up augmented weaponry and just not using it. You can do, it's like, it's so brutal, right? There's so many like really cool friend Dooley builds you could do when you pick up augmented weaponry, and he's like, yeah, don't even need to do it. Just continue doing the standard poison thing, add rando race Carl in and call it a day. So fucking boring, Dooley guy. So boring. All right, fucking dualies. It is it is kind of the perk to playing in the normals, though, right? You've actually got to do a couple of battles against Pig, a couple of battles against Vanessa, and then just one against the dually that we can never beat. It's I called it muscle memory in Legends of Runeterra when we were playing it, in the sense that a matchup would be extremely relevant in a current meta. and then a nerf would happen and that deck would fall out, and a new patch or a new set would come out and that deck would completely go away. But then the next year, a new set of cards would come out and that entire deck concept would just like completely come back into the world. Just a few cards different from the deck in the past. And so I always called it muscle memory, having the reps in against that style of deck that disappeared and came back. And I feel like if you're only playing in the legend queue, like I guess you can just kind of figure out the metas on your own. But when you get into these kind of draft corner cases of like, how do I land on a skyscraper build with Pygmalion, right? You don't get the opportunity to ever kind of like experiment and figure out what the pathing looked like to want to land on a skyscraper build, because it's just impossible to play that style of build within this patch. You can't get the early game kind of temporary property style of builds or the income scaling type of builds, because the dualies all just fucking wreck you and you die on day 8 before you can even get close to getting the build together. And so I do think there is a lot of value in at least coming out here into the normals and not just running into 10 days of gameplay, 4 burn dualies, 3 lizard dualies, and then 2 other Vanessas and like maybe 1 pig, right? And so I think there's definitely value in coming out and playing these things and just being like, oh, I guess we'll just lose to the the 2 lizards that we face, and hopefully we'll get some good knowledge on these other matchups that we play. But let's see here. What are we going to do with this? The get a slow item. I'm usually kind of interested in these with the enchants turning up on other possibilities, but we're going to be a little bit short on money if something actually does turn up within this one, and I kind of want to save our money just to try and fish up sniper rifles or fish up a flagship. I think we need to get away from the Lang Zang at this point. We're not getting enough cooldown reduction. Like, I know we haven't spent our feathers to cooldown and reduce the Lang Zang, but it feels like that's where we're currently lacking at the moment. And so I could see picking up 150 health. This would just be picking up like expensive chocolate bars, but let's go into the skills here, see if we can't get a haste thing early on. Nope, doesn't turn up. We can pick up the other iron sharpens iron. It's fairly cheap at this point. And now we do get haste or charge skills. Maybe something good will turn up in here. Aquatic Rush is fine. The crits we're not going to be able to pull off with the Lang Zang, but if we do transfer over to a flagship, then this is pretty spectacular. That flagship pops off first and then just immediately charges 5 items. But I think if we're going to go for flagship, we probably just need to take Oceanic Rush at this point. It's 6 cheaper, so we would have the money to actually purchase a large item, and then if we land on something like Weatherglass, then this is still relevant. And so just a little bit too expensive for a build that can't take advantage of the alacrity. So let's take the Oceanic Rush, always good. Now within this set, I'm not certain if we can beat Lone Shark. I think he scales too fast. Let's just fight the Zookeeper. Maybe we'll find a crook and then just become a crook pig out here with the Vanessa items. But yeah, I think we need to find a pivot fairly quick. We can make it another couple of days or so, right? I mean, we've got 12 prestige at this point. If we win one and lose one, then we still have a fair amount of time to come in and build up. What do we got? Aquatics Friends, Sharpening Stone, Healing, or Shields. Take the Sharpening Stones. Medium and large items turning up now. Star Chart upgrade is here, and oh, there's the Sniper Rifle. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm on board. I'm on board. That's what everybody wants to see anyways, right? You gotta 360 no scope it out here, get your sniper rifle on. Okay. Well, let's see. Don't have any money now, so we can't roll. We can look to just burn all of these items. We're gonna keep this sniper rifle for the rest of the game, so we can do the cooldown reductions. We can put the sharp stones on it. That looks good. Get our star chart back in. Don't need pelt either. Large items. Definitely need to get the upgrade to Crow's Nest. We can't afford to have our sniper rifle miss a crit. Get the upgrade there as well.
cleaner
Beautiful,
the blade,
beautiful.
the quicker the fight.
Okay. Up against old pig. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can't
No, I'm a
360
bit
no
of a
scope him.
legend on
You
Bazaar.
kick the scope off, you jump up in the air, whirl around your joystick on the controller. Man, we played Call of Duty for a little bit, like just a little bit. Like I was dating a girl that was into playing Call of Duty, and so I played with her. And then, like since I was playing, my brother started playing, and so we were all kind of playing Call of Duty, and it was just never fun. It was always just fucking stressful, right? It's like you're, like I guess if you play Call of Duty your whole life, it's not that bad, but it's like I've been watching through The Office again by accident, and there's just like the Stanford branch with like Jim and Rashida Jones plays Call of Duty at work, and it's just like everybody's getting so mad at Jim because Jim is so oblivious and just terrible at the game. Like I was the next step up to where like I wasn't just running into a corner, but I was like getting this like 0.25 KDA, just getting murdered every single game, and everybody else was better than me. And so it was like I would jump into the game with like my girlfriend and her brother, and they were good, and I was terrible. And it's just like I'd just be tearing down the team. It's like they're playing a 4 versus 5 because they're fucking stuck with me on the team. It was all around just super stressful, and nobody enjoyed it. And so I definitely don't miss those days. I don't miss having to come out here and play Call of Duty. But you know, when the sniper rifle brings itself up, it brings some of those haunting memories back. You know, and so. Fucking rough times in life. But all right, how are we going to upgrade this going forward? We just need to get the attack speed stuff on the sniper rifle. We really need to find the suppressor. With this, I'm leaning towards just going to Finn's Big Bite. I do like having some regenerate. It's a little bit late in the game for regenerate to be super useful here, but it's not terrible. It just... you need a little bit of sustain in between the big chunks of heal that you get out of the sniper rifle shot. So I think that's fine. Now here, this is a real decision. I think we'll probably just go to the docks for the 5 gold 1 experience. I would like to go to the weapon shops and just purchase it all and sell it all for the iron sharpens iron, but we're kind of lacking in money as far as doing that kind of thing goes. And so let's just hit up the docks and get the good experience thing at this point. Maybe we'll get some weapon upgrades in here. No, of course not. Burn. Looks like just 1 experience point out of this. The experience point is at least better than getting stuck with... getting stuck with... like 2 regen and 10 health. The citrus are just so fucking bad in this game. But alright, I think this is fine. I'm kind of flip-flopping between if I want to put the honing steel in on the sniper rifle or keep the boots in. Guess we'll keep the boots in at this point. Then we'll go fight the thug. Picking up Bonk is exceptionally good. Getting Thieves Guild would be good. We could probably even use Spices. Spices putting an extra 400 damage onto our sniper rifle would be nothing to scoff at. So some decent stuff can turn up here. Alright, gotta get this crit percent up though. I feel like we missed our crit this round. Maybe we didn't. He's sitting at like half health, but the damage feels like it was just so low. Alright, we gonna get spicy today? Fuck. I guess you can't complain about Thieves Guild, but we've already got the gunpowder to pop off with the spices for the sniper rifle. I would have dug it if that turned up. Alright though, so what are we gonna turn up here? I guess we'll just go for the max health. We just really need the 1 non-weapon item at this point, and I'm not real impressed with the risk when we have the good, just flat health. Now we can look to weapon skills. I would love to finish out this crit or get a lefty or a righty just for the flat damage. Just medium weapons get 6 damage. It's so obnoxious, right? Seeing this bullshit turn up, like knowing that, you know, 6 burn is such a big deal, or 2 burn or 3 burn is such a big deal. 6 weapon is just garbage. Even doing like 3x damage off of it, getting 18 instead of 6 is just still fucking garbage. Thanks, Raynad. All right, let's go to the Thieves Guild. Maybe something interesting will turn up. Not gonna fight Mr. Moo. We don't have any real well. I guess we do have some combos. We should be locked in on the sniper rifle. Mr. Moo has that like 50 ammo Tommy gun that has like the 2-second cooldown. It does a ton of damage. It works fantastically with tempering, but I want to just go to the vault. I think picking up the item upgrades is huge if we land on them. Getting a big stack of money otherwise is okay, so we can just try and buy and resell all of the items and level up our
Now this
iron
will
sharpens iron.
inspire the crew.
All right, so just the monies this time. It's usually around 50 gold if you don't hit any of the upgrades, and so we'll see how much this is. Let's just sell it all real quick. Lets this other Vanessa know how much monies we got. Looks like we picked up 57.
My fight isn't with you.
All right.
But if you insist.
Got that big stack of dollars out here. Who's got a bunch of burn stuff? Looking scary. Got a shitty Lang Zang of her own. We're gonna need 3 shots to do this. I think it's just gonna be way too much burn. Well, we made it through that one. Here comes the haste. It's gonna be close. Got him. Nice. Oof.
All cannon, no ball.
Okay. Now it's our time to shine, right? So it's the shields, burn, aquatic, damage, or ammo. Definitely want the damage. What do we got here? Probably need the large items. Continue just to try and upgrade this crow's nest. We only need the one more upgrade on it, but whenever we take out the Vanessa amulet, we're going to drop a bit of crit. And so ideally we can find this and just be done with it. Doesn't turn up. We'll take the Cove. This is going to be a reasonable economic item. Ideally we can just buy and sell a bunch of cheap weapons and eventually just resell this for money. What do we got now? Small and large items. I think it's going to be putting... maybe we just have to take the 10 damage from the dunes. It's just another spot to where, we'll pay the 5 gold for the double. And putting, like, 2 burn on a lizard just always feels super spectacular. Putting 2 burn on a catapult or a trebuchet, whatever it's called, always feels fine. Putting 10 damage on our weapon just feels fucking miserable. And so it just feels like one of those things that needs to be tuned up a little bit. All right, though. I think we can beat the Robo Bouncer. We don't have vehicle stuff. We don't have poison stuff for Jack. The Robo Bouncer, he has, like, attack speed kind of stuff, right? He's got Gatling guns. I think we end up winning this round. All right. Crit number 1 is okay. He's gonna start scaling here, which gets a little bit scary. Crit number 2 made it. Alright, we're good. You gotta sit out here and squeeze them butt cheeks. It's like doing Teemo battles, right? If you played Teemo and LOR, you gotta just squeeze your butt cheeks together and hope that the poisons don't hit you that hard. That's how it feels with the sniper rifle. You're just sitting here waiting on that 7-second cooldown, hoping that the shot goes off in time. All right, but what do we got here? Flurry of blows, not super spectacular with the sniper rifle, but it's not dead. Kind of interested in mixed messages, right? When you use a non-weapon item, haste a weapon. That should be quite good with our sniper rifle. Otherwise, quick freeze would be interesting, but the mixed messages is right on point with where we want to be. We need to come in and get this... we need to get this, like, amulet replaced. We still have lighter. Right, we can get a fairly fast-acting lighter out here to drop some of those hastes, and so let's just at least go ahead and make that move. Right, it's a 2.3-second lighter, so getting a fairly fast set of hastes out here. Like to get another small item in and a suppressor, and then just replace these rocket boots. And so let's go to Andy. I might find some small weapons out here while we're at it. Shoe blade is fine. We learned about chum bucket being worthless. And just a grenade. Meh. barely meh around. Alright, we got sharpening stones to the left. Double check for some upgrades. They didn't turn up. Alright, level up that sniper rifle. Off to the races. Do we ever want to put honing steel in instead of the rocket boots? Like, they essentially do the same thing, right? We're just using the rocket boosts to haste the sniper rifle, but when the rocket boost activates, it should give us 2 seconds of haste. To where the honing steel is only going to be giving us 1, and the 5 damage is kind of whatever. Okay, we'll keep it in for now, but we'll look to get that replaced.
Not to squabble with nobody.
I like this though. I really like that we found that medium to put a bunch of haste on our sniper rifle. It's not perma hasted at this point, but definitely closer. Yeah, we can't be in a 3-shot space though. Like, insane. Welcome to Dooley. I was gonna say, at least Radiant turned up, right? There were 2 problems with that battle, right? We got hit with cool LEDs, so our sniper rifle got slowed. Finding Radiant to keep it from getting slowed is a pretty big deal. The second thing is we need to be like 2-shotting our opponents. We're just still at the point to where we need 3 to take them down. We've got to get this damage up. Probably, I guess, by upgrading the sniper rifle would be the easy way, but we have to get this up so that we're 2-shotting the opponents. What's this? Well, we found a silencer. This gives... What does this shiny thing do? This usually gives multicast, but the weapon to the left of this has damage, yeah. One weapon, 20% cooldown, yeah. And then this gives double damage and double cooldown reduction. Okay. So does it give 40 and 40?
Use this wisely, mortal, because it was expensive.
What are we at here? 612 damage. Oh, just now that it's in our bag, it says 40% cooldown. That's a fuck ton of cooldown. Holy shit. Look at that. We got a 3-second sniper rifle now. Fucking A. Don't mind if I do. We can just put the honing steel in for now. It just has to activate to give the haste. It's not going to give any bonus attack out here, but that's fine. Now we have an Andy turning up. Okay, okay. I like it. So we'll take the weapon to buy and sell. Don't need that other stuff. I guess we could have... Well, those items are all slower than the honing steel. Okay. All right, off to battle against Pharaoh's Khan. We gotta get it good here, right? We have to get the big thing, the 1-shot, 1-kill. If you have 1 weapon, it does triple damage. We get 50% cooldown.
Waste of gunpowder.
Nope, left-handed. Did 24 damage. I guess if we're bitching about not having it deal enough damage, we can't complain about having the damage skills turn up. So here's 10 damage there. Let's go to the haste and charge. If we find the second half of mixed messages, that should keep this pretty auto hasted, right? Getting a 2-second haste off of a lighter activation. So that sounds good. That sounds good. Definitely like picking up these speedy things. I have to keep in mind Oceanic Rush though if we find a fast aquatic item.
The quicker the fight.
Alright, we've got an upgrade now. Definitely upgrade the sniper rifle, get that big damage in.
This will inspire the crew.
Alright, let's fuck them up. Things just turned around real quick, right? We got this Radiant sniper rifle and the shiny silencer. We're gonna come in here and fuck stuff up. Gonna fuck them up real good. Gonna 1-shot this one. It worked. Alright, I'm in a good mood now. I was getting a little salty earlier, but fuck, I'm in a good mood now. Good mood till we fight the next dually, then it'll sink back away. But at least for the moment, it's okay. All right, let's jump into these medium shops, see if we can't get our diamond sniper rifle. I think Star Chart's going to be better than Captain's Wheel. Don't want to look for that upgrade. I'll buy the shovel just to resell. 16 gold seems a little expensive for our iron sharpens iron, so I'll leave that behind. Star chart upgrade. Gotta like that.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the
Okay,
fight.
okay. 2.7-second cooldown on that sniper rifle. Awesome. So what's up next? Looking at skills. Anything cool in here? Crit if we want it, not really. Using tools, that should be too slow. Iron sharpens iron again, and then your leftmost tool has multicast. That is a super strong one. How do we actually make good usage out of that? Like, it is useful in the sense that when we double activate lighter, it's going to put infinite haste on our sniper rifle. We could also look to put in like a 2-hex tool to the left, since our honing steel isn't really doing anything. Another thing I mentioned in our previous video, you can do this with the silencer, to where say we wanted to do this, we put the silencer out to the edge. We still get the cooldown reduction on the sniper rifle, we just don't get the bonus damage. I don't think that's something we want to do here. I think we want to keep that bonus damage, but we can kind of rework these things with the retooled to keep that damage up. I think we still just take retooled here. It's easy enough to work with the lighter. Now we can fight the Void Colossus. We should just tear through all these PvE rounds. Oh, this is a painful one. Shit, I thought this was the Caltrops guy. So as long as he doesn't, destroy our sniper rifle, we should be okay. Still, 3 activations, super fast. I dig that. We just need to.
Walk it.
I'm thinking in terms of like getting aquatic rush. Is there an aquatic tool that we can just like insta haste and make the sniper rifle pop faster? That's what we'd like to see turn up, I guess. We got burn, item value, poison, experience. Take the experience. Come in for crit skills. What are we at? 105%. It's just like there's never deal bonus damage. Like, that's not a thing. There's nothing that we can really upgrade with crits. Like, getting crits to put more burn on lighter doesn't seem useful. We'll go to Curio and just take the bonus damage. Cooldown as well. Can't complain about that.
Part to clean up the bazaar.
Cinders just got super relevant, huh? Making our lighter do the big work.
Hooey!
There's a
Now
weapon.
that's a bargain. That's been sitting there
Okay,
20
then
years.
we'll go ahead and deal with the feathers. Pull our cooldown out. Use the feathers. Put our cooldown back in. All right. What's up next? Non-weapon items. Doesn't sound that exciting. But maybe we find that aquatic tool or something we're thinking about. Nothing so far here. Just want to find something to replace the honing steel with, but all this stuff activates so slow.
I feel like that decision
I
comes.
You should know.
level 15 pig, bound to have like 50,000 health. So let's see if our sniper rifle can get the job done at this point. But against a landscraper build, he doesn't have that much health. I think we're okay. Got him. You fucked, bro.
You fall like a boulder. I flow
Okay, okay. Turning things around, hitting day 11. So let's see, we'll go to items. Still gonna skip over the crit skills. Tropical Island, I do love in a ton of builds, and it does combo nicely with the Cove, right? Generating the thing to just sell every turn, but the battle should be over before Tropical Island is relevant, so I'm gonna skip over that. We'll take the weapon just to purchase and resell. Otherwise, same thing with Narwhal, purchase and resell. Pop Snappers, does that work with... not Oceanic Rush, with mixed messages. When you use a non-weapon item, a weapon gains haste. Seems better than just using this honing steel.
Do you have to leave already?
Okay. So let's see. Weapon sale. Honing steel, or the Pop Snappers gets to come in. It's at 2.3. The lighter's at 2.2, so we'll keep the lighter next to the star chart. Get that faster activation. Up next, we can look to small items, I guess. Again, we can buy and resell weapons. That's fairly cheap. I don't think we're gonna get an aquatic to fit in here, but it's not off the table. It's starting to run out of money at this point as well. We do have it looked like 25 banked up in the cove, so we're not completely out of money, but we're starting to run out. All right, so next round, I think we just go to the Awakened District. Trash Titan, we don't have large items with, so we'll skip over it. Hulking Experiment, we don't have real ammo stuff with, so I think we can beat the Awakened District. Our weapon pops off super fast, so he shouldn't be able to deal much damage with the Soul of the District. I think it worked. Whew, okay. Ooh, 50 gold for Soul of the District, though. Can't complain about that. Alright, friend, food, damage. Damage is the easy one. Got it. Boop, boop. Back to being rich again. So let's go to Barkham. Yeah, might find a weapon to sell. Just mainly looking for the upgrade to sniper rifle. I'm not going to purchase these 16 gold weapons, but we'll take the other ones. I know Rowboat does haste, so I had to stop and look. And then Diamond Double Barrel turns up. Always an interesting weapon as well, but nowhere near the upgrades to make it useful at this point. So we'll skip that. Medium items turns up. See if we can't find that sniper rifle. Not here. This shit's all expensive. No sniper rifle here. I'll take the 8 gold one, I guess. Sell that off. Next round. One shot, one kill. Here we go.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble.
Ooh. Okay.
Go ahead. Underestimate me.
Give a little woo with me out there. Feels good. Look at this soul of the forest guy. Not today, my friend. Not today.
You should put it toward nobler use.
Okay. Things are looking up.
Bravery without strength is a
We just
sword
gotta
without a blade.
get the upgrade to sniper rifle and we'll be good to go. Plus damage on the upgrade. What do we got now? Just take the health. There's no ammo items that we really want. Medium items turns up now.
No, sir.
Gotta keep digging for that sniper rifle. Doesn't land on the first set. Doesn't land on the second. Should be pretty straightforward from this point on. I'm looking here. I think Void Colossus is the Caltrops guy, right? But I think Boss Harrow is where we want to be. On the item, if you can land the skill to when an item activates, it slows it, right? When any non-weapon item is used, slow it for 2 seconds. Should work fine here, right? If we activate our pop snappers once, activate our lighter once, put 6 seconds of haste on sniper rifle, we shouldn't need any more after that, but might be irrelevant on the opposing items. Alright, find any item in the bazaar.
We've barely scratched the surface.
We'll take a couple of rolls. I'm not certain what we would want to see. It'd need to be like an aquatic tool is the dream. I just don't think it exists. Lens we're not going to use. It's a core type item. We don't have any slow items ourselves for this bludgeon. So sick to have like cool LEDs when you're out here as dually and then just give it +3 slow, right? The bludgeon is so sick in that sense, but not going to work here. Let's take a roll. I'm just going to stop rolling here. Heavy rifle, quite strong, but we're not going to be able to use it. Getting the slow every 2 seconds. All right, let's just stop. Blowtorch is too slow. Now here, yeah, this is the part where I kind of struggle because I know our chances of finding sniper rifle are so low, and getting the 14 regenerate isn't terrible, but the fight should be over. And oh, I saw the arrows right at the start. Well, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's keep this up and running. I'll purchase the double barrel. That's a reasonable sell. 16 gold. We're not doing those, but a 4 gold bolus.
Make me proud.
Keep selling. Making money like we're on Pawn Stars or something. I give you 50%. Buy it for 1, sell it for 2. I gotta finish watching The Wire. That's It's one of my favorite loves out of the wires. They're talking about some random drug dealer. It's Prop Joe, I believe, talking to Stringer Bell, talking about the most famous drug dealer in Baltimore. Some guy nobody's ever heard of, right? That's the best criminal of all time is the one that's just never gotten caught, and that was what he did. He didn't do anything too flashy. He didn't do anything too crazy. He just bought stuff for $1 and sold it for $2. That's what we're doing out here, buying for $1, selling for $2, leveling up this sweet ass iron sharpens iron. Getting the good hits in. This is a shitty round. I guess we'll take the aquatic item. Woof. Okay. So yeah, there's no like real upgrades at this point, right? Anything that we'd be looking for, upgrade to silencer would be fine. I don't care about upgrades to either of these burn items. And then an upgrade to Crow's Nest doesn't matter either. The thing we would be looking for with Crow's Nest is putting Deadly on it. If you have Deadly Crow's Nest, it makes your crits deal double damage. So we'd be dealing, I don't know, almost 16k off the sniper rifle. So that's an upgrade we'd be digging. But I think the rest of this game is just going to be looking for guaranteed upgrades, which we'll get out of these weapons because of our iron sharpens iron. And if we incidentally find another silencer or something, then great. But I'm not going to go out of our way to do it. This is what I'm talking about now. Is just like taking the guaranteed upgrade in the chocolate bars. It's going to let us, make sure we have the guaranteed shot of getting good instead of going to a battle that doesn't give us anything. Right? We don't need to come out and try and scale anymore. We've only got 2.5 days of battle left, and so we'll change our mode into taking the more guaranteed outcomes. But we should be on the next level up, assuming we win this round. Oh, I saw this turn up. Weapon with lifesteal, haste things, or shield effects. I saw this turn up and was hoping we'd hit Deadly, but it doesn't. Now, with the haste effects in Star Chart does like haste on 2 items for 4 seconds at the start of the battle. That's gonna be super strong here. Even if it's just landing on not sniper rifle, the sniper rifle should get hasted so fast that it'll be quite strong, right? Oh, it's just gonna hit them all anyways, right? Start of each fight, haste 3 items for 4 seconds. Get fucked, guys. This is these people about to get worked. I'm feeling good. I'm calling my shot. We're gonna make it the whole way now. Alright, into the skills. What's this stuff? 4 items for health? No. Crit freeze something, I guess. Okay. I called our shot. It never goes wrong when we call our shot. I'm calling the 10 though. I know we got it this time. Look at that. Insta haste on the sniper rifle. 1 shot, 1 kill. Whew. That's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about. Okay. So good stuff. Up next, we got chocolate bars. All about it. Take that guaranteed hit. Guess we'll take medium items this round. Non-weapon items won't upgrade anything. That's a pass. Nothing to sell. No upgrades. No 8 gold weapons. We'll skip all that as well. Guess we'll go up against Volkos Enforcer.
Target acquired.
Okay. Maybe we'll land on that frost potion as as a replacement item to get out here for the pop snappers or something.
Waste of gunpowder.
Nope. Icicle.
Too much treasure,
I'm
not enough chest.
actually curious how that works in the sense that doesn't count as an item use, right? It doesn't matter as much at this point since we have the star chart haste at the beginning, but I'm pretty certain that Icicle doesn't activate mixed messages, right? When you use a non-weapon item, an item gains haste because this isn't a use ability on Icicle, and so I think we can look past that. It's something we need at the start. A bunch of garbage for this set. I guess we're stuck taking coconuts. Boop, boop, beep, boop. All right, we're getting there. Steamroll through this. Large items don't really need at this point, but maybe it's a deadly crow's nest in here or something, right? The Diamond Tropical Island. It's probably worth it at this point, but we'll just try and speed run through this. diamond tier items. Maybe we'll get a small item upgrade. Definitely not on the weapons. Heal thing, don't want. Okay. Let's wreck this Vanessa. It's only level 12. You see a level 12 turn up and you're like, yep, you're getting one shot. And so you gotta feel good about this round, right? Here it is. Oh, she actually had like 10k health. It's gonna take 2 shots. Got him. Didn't get to activate an item. That must feel bad. Okay. Day 15, ready to party. Whew. Let's get him, fam. So, all right, we'll take the temporary boost, get the guaranteed damage on our sniper rifle. Up next, monster skills sounds great. Just something that does anything. Ammo shit, poison. When you destroy an item during combat, can't do that. Your item's cooldowns are reduced if you have a vehicle, don't have. If you have a weapon, okay, and a tool. So we got 2 items on the arsenal. We're at 2.6 on the sniper rifle. That took it to 2.4. Neat. All right, Awakened District. 1 shot, 1 kill. Get fucked. It's the kid-friendly portion of the battle to where there's no real decisions to make left in the game, and we just say get fucked on every battle. And so go grab your kids so they can hear Bus say the F word over and over again. Family friendly. You only get 1, right? Did we turn into a rated R video? All right, we go to the dunes, get that 10 damage on our sniper rifle. Looking good. Up ready for the final battle. Sell all this stuff. Collect our 64 gold. Let's see what we can do. Guaranteed. We already called our shot. We already called our win. We're going to take this one down easy.
It makes this more fun.
Hey, Dad, he tried to freeze our sniper rifle and it said nope. And then we blew him up before he got an item activation. GG, well played. Thanks for showing up to the old bust video game stream of the day. And so, not bad. Not a bad set of games. Not a bad victory. I think this is a fairly common path that you'll see if you start off with a Lang Zhang or you try to deal with the Lang Zhang early. It's just something that doesn't scale into the late game well enough to be a full 10-win item. It's the kind of thing, you know, I talk about the concept a bit, but I'm not certain where it'll play out, as to determining if your build is a 7-win build or a 10-win build. And if that's actually going to be a thing in the game, who knows? But Lang Zhang is the kind of thing that you can design to be a 7-win build. It's not something you can design to be a 10-win build. And so it just doesn't scale enough up into the late game. Like, even if you like got its cooldown, say, to 1, right? Say you replace the sniper rifle with a 1-second Lang Zhang here, it would still be dealing less damage than the sniper rifle. It would only have like 1.5k attack power on it or something. And so it's just not enough to really carry into that late space. But it is an item that transitions very well into sniper rifle. It transitions very well into flagship. It transitions very well into submarine, if submarine wasn't horrible this patch. Like, it's very good transitional early to mid game item that will get you to a late game single item style of build. And so again, like as we kind of talk about looking towards the future and looking towards like the pathing that we'll see and making real builds happen. That's the kind of thing that I'm really hoping to kind of garner out of these normal games, right? If it's like if you're running through the ranked queue with your Lang Zhang build, you're not even going to get the attack in before the opposing dually just takes you down with the poison or takes you down with the burn. You can't sit around for fucking 8 seconds with your slowed weapon trying to get an attack that may not even one-shot your opponent in. And so it's like it's not super worthwhile in the ranked queues to try builds like this, but you know, this kind of build might be good next patch or 2 patches from now. And so it is important to kind of know the things we're looking for to make these things work, and how to kind of transition out of something like Lang Zhang and into sniper rifle. And so I do feel like there's a lot of value in coming to these normals and kind of experimenting with those builds and seeing how these things go. As far as this goes, I like how we handled the sniper rifle here, figuring out just how do we get it at attacking as fast as possible. We hung on to this star chart the whole game. We picked up the things like mixed messages to put the haste with our fast activating items, and then we have our bronze lighter out here doing the work, multicasting a bunch of hastes out onto the sniper rifle. And so even without the hasty star chart really making our build pop off into the land of being spectacular, we did have like additional avenues to try and push towards this, right? Pump the big damage into the sniper rifle, get it up to 100% crit, and then make it attack as fast as possible. Now, the last things to really kind of note with these sniper rifle builds, as the enchants come out, you definitely want to find Radiant for the sniper rifle. This is a requirement to me as far as getting a 10-win sniper rifle build goes. If it gets slowed, if it gets frozen, then you're just going to lose. So Radiant is super important. If you're able to get Deadly onto Crow's Nest, you definitely want Deadly on your Crow's Nest as opposed to something like Sniper Rifle, right? Sniper Rifle should already be at 100% crit because of the Crow's Nest, but Deadly Crow's Nest makes the crits deal double damage, so our Radiant Sniper Rifle would be dealing almost 17k damage on a single hit. And so, good stuff. I had fun with that. Hope you did too, because that is going to do it for us today. So if everyone enjoyed the video, hope you learned a thing or two along the way, and you had a good time watching. This is Busted Me. Thank you for being here.